Hello, nice to meet you guys, kind of. So I'm Elijah, and I'm going to be talking about a few things that I was able to find in my house that I think represent my culture. So just to get down to it, here's the first one. It's a little jar of homemade tomato and pepper sauce, and I got this while I was in Italy this summer. I went with my wife and we visited where I used to live, and while we were there, we visited a friend whose grandmother made this, so it's homemade. And this was just really special to me because I think it really encapsulates that part of my culture, which is my Italian family and heritage. So growing up, we'd eat a lot of Italian food, and I definitely think that the culture of generosity and cooking and homemade food is really part of my culture and who I am, and I really appreciate having that heritage and having gotten that experience of living there especially gave me a stronger connection with that part of my heritage and family. So that's important to me. The next item is going to be this. It's a reusable bag, and it's just made from an IKEA an IKEA duvet cover that was on sale that my wife got, and we have a friend who's good at sewing, and we sewed them into little bags for snacks and whatnot. Instead of using Ziplocs, we try and use fabric like this. It's better for the environment, and we've really tried to shift our culture at our house to be more mindful of this sort of stuff. So this is important because in the house that I live in, which is three families, we live with one family with two young daughters and then another family who could basically be our parents. So it's a multi-generational house. None of us are blood related, but we feel very close and feel like family. Part of the culture in this house is striving towards being sustainable and treating the earth well, and just utilizing our resources. So definitely a big part of who I am and my culture is the house that I live in. So it's a very communal living type situation. We share the kitchen, we share living space, we have our own bedrooms, but we share food and meals as often as possible. So everything is shared, and everyone kind of works as a team, which isn't a typical living situation for most people, I think, in the United States. But for us, it's proven to be very, very helpful and has helped to grow us in a lot of ways. So that's been a huge part of how we live and how our culture is important. So, reusable bag and jar of sauce. Another part of my culture is just food. Like I said, the Italian culture is obsessed with food, and so not only am I and my house culture obsessed with that, but I feel like my heritage as well, and gives us a lot of joy. So I love to cook. As for a professional item that kind of represents me as a teacher, I chose my keys. Not very exciting, I'll be honest. However, there's a good amount of keys there. First year teaching, and they give me all these keys. Some of them I don't use, and I don't know what they go to, like this little one. Anyway, I think this represents me as a teacher because I wear a lot of hats, and I try and to be personable and to bring all of who I am into my teaching. So like the article talks about getting to know students and how that really affects the classroom. I think I try really hard to get to know them as much as possible. So anyway, love to hear your comments, and that's about it. Good to meet you guys. Thank you for watching my video.